And welcome to day 6 of our environmental data science class. Today we're going to continue working with our Markdown, but instead of generating HTML documents like we did in the last video, we're going to generate PDFs. And to do that, we need to use a program called LaTeX or LaTeX, depending how you pronounce it, which is a program that essentially renders PDFs, and you can add mathematical equations, you can embed code, and it's a great way to sort of write reports that you want to send to members of your committee or to people that you're consulting for on a project. It just does it in a PDF document instead of an HTML. So the way you're going to do that is you're going to install LaTeX using this miktex distribution. And what miktex does is it both installs LaTeX or LaTeX and a bunch of the packages that LaTeX needs to render formulas and things like that in a beautiful way. So you're just going to go to this miktex.org/download, or just miktex.org would be fine. And here you're going to pick the system you have. So if you have a Mac, a Linux, or a Windows, you're just going to go to download. And then you're going to save the file. It won't take super long to download this, but this install, once you get it downloaded, will take maybe an hour or two. So then you click this open. The thing you just downloaded. It's taking a second to open. Now it's probably going to open too. And then you go ahead and install it, and that's going to take a while. And make sure to do this before class on Thursday so that we can work with it. On my computer, this is already installed, but once you have it installed, you want to make sure you restart R and RStudio. And then automatically R and RStudio should know that you have a LaTeX distribution, and it's ready to knit your documents to a PDF. And so what that looks like when you knit to a PDF, we'll use the same example from the other day. We're going to go to our NDVI Haymanfire folder again. And we'll go ahead and pop this open. So this still has the assignment up and the answers every time. But here's the RMarkdown document that we did last time. And if you remember, we just clicked knit, and it knitted it into an HTML document. So we can go ahead and click on that HTML document. And this is what it looks like. This is the sort of nice, clean version that I showed last time. But this is an HTML, so this is a website. What we're going to do today is go back into the NDVI trace. If I can click on the right thing. And what we're going to change here is this output. So it says output HTML document, and all we want it to do is say output PDF document. And then we save that, and then now when we click knit, it's going to automatically know that this should be a PDF. And so first it's going to knit this file as a Markdown document, and then it's going to take that document, and LaTeX is going to turn it into this nice PDF. And now we have that in our folder, and we can go to that and click on it and bring it up. And now you have this sort of PDF version of that. So this is really nice if you want to share something that sort of has a lot of text, and it can automatically embed some figures. It's a really nice internal report generation. So here I changed that by doing output PDF document. You can also go ahead and click on this knit button here, and you can click on the little caret next to it, and here you're given options to knit to HTML, knit to PDF. You can also even knit to Word. And so that'll sort of change the way this outputs. So that's sort of the simplest PDF. But let's say that we wanted to sort of maybe cite something direct in this document. So maybe we're writing a paper and we need to use a citation software. Well, to do that, we're going to use the same sort of RMarkdown setup, but we're going to use BibTeX. So let's see if there's been some research on the Haymanfire. So I'm going to go to Google Scholar. That's a USDA government document, so maybe we're writing about, let's see if there is an NDVI. We don't want USDA documents, we want publications. Maybe we're just going to compare it to the Sierra Nevada study that apparently did something with NDVI. So, of course, you'd read the paper first. But here I'm going to go ahead and ask to cite it with this little cite button. That's just right there. And when I click on Cite, I'm going to click on BibTeX. And what that's going to do is it's going to automatically format it as a big BibTeX. And actually back here, I can right click and do Save Link As. And I'm going to save it as a BibTeX document. And that's in my Downloads folder. So if we go back to our Hayman-Fire example, and we go to the Hayman-Fire folder, which I think is still here. Yep. Then we go to Downloads. We have this document in here called site.bib. And what site.bib holds, which we already know, if we open it here, it just holds this formatted citation. So what we need to do with this citation is somehow insert it into our RMarkdown document. So we can add a sentence that says something about, maybe we also compare the data to some data in the Sierra Nevada. And then we want to cite that because that's the sort of where the citation that we're copying, or that not copying, but referencing. And so here to cite something in our Markdown, you want to do a square bracket, and then you want to do @ and then you want to reference the name that's in the bibliography. So here would be Bradshaw 2003 fire. So I'm just going to copy that. And of course, after a while, after you've read a bunch of papers, you might have some of these names memorized. And now this name is sort of cited. Now this citation is properly in this document, but we also have to do one more final step, which is tell our Markdown where does this bibliography live. So we can go to bibliography, and then we just add a colon, and we say, hey, the bibliography for this document is in this file called site.bib. And I also pulled up another project that I have done to show you what a full citation bibliography might look like. And basically this is where you might have hundreds of papers and abstracts and all the full things in a paper. So, this is a really simple citation bibliography with just one. But of course, usually when you write papers, you're going to have hundreds, or maybe not hundreds, maybe tens. And, every time you just see these @ symbols, that's how @article Olsner, that's how you cite that paper. So here, this is the Bradshaw 2003 fire. We've referenced it here, and we've told our Markdown that bibliography is living in this document called site.bib, and that site.bib is in our master directory that we're in. So let's go ahead and try to knit this. We'll just click knit. And now it's just doing this conversion from this kind of document to a PDF, and we can open our PDF again. And indeed, now we have a formatted citation right here. So it says Bradshaw et al. 2003, and then at the bottom we have the formatted citation here. So that's how you can sort of add citations to a document. In class, we'll go over sort of how to do this in a more complex way using either Mendeley or Zotero, depending on what citation software you use. But we'll go over that in class, and I will see you then.